Bowling concludes their season.
And baseball picks up their first conference win.
All this and a whole lot more on this week's episode of the Penguin Rundown. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Penguin Rundown. We're your hosts this week, Christina Sanovich, Chris Colella. Christina, spring sports are in action, but the weather is not necessarily cooperating.
Not so much, it's affecting the teams, not even being able to play games and stuff. Yesterday, a little nervous to walk out to my car to see what was going to be out there. I had to scrape a little bit, but it's okay.
It was unreal, waking up to 6 inches of snow on the ground the second day of spring. It's just something that you don't see happen too often.
No, not so much, but we got some spring sports to talk about, and I'm going to start with some tennis.
All right, start it off.
The men's tennis team returned home after some time away from the Boardman Tennis Center as they hosted the LaSalle Explorers. The Penguins would go on to shut out LaSalle 7-0. Jalgaretto and Vasilis Vardakis took a 6-4 win. Yussi Dahan and Danlo Vermicek clinched a 6-2 win, while Matthew Kritzinger and Thomas Denegri shut out their opponent 6-0. With the win, the Penguins sit at 6-8 overall and will begin Horizon League play this Sunday at the Boardman Tennis Center against the Green Bay Phoenix. As for the women's team, they traveled to the University of Akron to face the Zips. The Penguins would come out on top, taking the win 4-3. This was the first time since 2000 that the Penguins won their dual match at Akron. Aman Hassim led Youngstown State to victory with a win at number 4. YSU is now 6-9 overall and will open Horizon League play this weekend at the Boardman Tennis Center against the Milwaukee Panthers and the Green Bay Phoenix.
The women's basketball team lost in the first round WBI game to Binghamton last Wednesday. The Gwins started out strong in the first half, leading by 13 in the second quarter, but struggled to keep the lead in the second half, dropping the contest 70-59. Nikki Arbanis finished with 16 points and 3 rebounds, while Sarah Cash tallied 13 points and 10 rebounds on her way to a double-double. The women finished the 2018 season with a record of 16-16 right at 500. We're excited to see them in the fall.
The baseball team had their home opener this past weekend. The men played host to Milwaukee and picked up a win in Game 2 of Saturday's doubleheader. The Gwins lost Game 1 by a score of 12-4, despite a home run by Andrew Kendrick. In the second game, Colin Floyd pitched a strong 7 innings, only giving up 5 hits and striking out 6. The Penguins' offense backed a strong pitching performance. Jeff Whaler went 3-for-4 with 2 doubles, and Trey Brightus also went 3-for-4. Both also had 2 stolen bases on the day. Then on Sunday, YSU lost the series closer 14-7, despite taking an early 3-0 lead. Seniors Andrew Kendrick and Trey Brightus both went yard in the loss. On Tuesday, the team traveled to Kent to play one game against Kent State. They lost 7-2 over just 7 innings. The Gwins were supposed to take on Toledo yesterday, but the game was canceled due to snow. The makeup date for that game has been set for Tuesday, May 8th. The team will be in action again this weekend as they host Northern Kentucky Friday at 6 p.m., Saturday at 3 p.m., and Sunday at 1 p.m.
The softball team returns to the field this week after taking this past weekend off. The women were scheduled to travel to neighboring Kent State University to take on the Golden Flashes in a doubleheader Wednesday afternoon. However, that trip would be canceled due to the snowstorm as well. Through the first part of the season, the team has introduced a new segment entitled 60 with Christy, featuring sophomore infielder Tatum Christie. These are minute-long interviews asking your fellow teammates random questions and getting an inside look at individual players. In this installment, Christy caught up with senior outfielder Hannah Lucas.
Hello Penguin Nation, my name is Tatum Christie and this is our new segment of 60 with Christy. Today I'll be interviewing senior outfielder Hannah Lucas. Here we go, Hannah. What is your favorite Major League Baseball team?
Oh, Cleveland Indians all the way.
All right, Windians, there we go. Who is the Vice President of the United States? All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, question number 3. Who is your celebrity crush?
Okay, well, with baseball season around the corner and my favorite team being the Indians, I love myself a tall, dark, and handsome Puerto Rican man, so I'm going to have to go with Frankie Lindor.
There we go. All right, and your last question, what month is Coach Campbell born in? Do you know?
I feel like he's definitely a summer baby, so baby. June.
All right. All right, thank you, Hannah.
To see more features like this one, be sure to follow the YSU Softball Twitter account at YSU Softball. You can see Tatum, Hannah, and the rest of the softball team this weekend as they host IUPUI in their home opener this Friday at the YSU Softball Field in the Cavelli Sports Complex. Friday features a doubleheader with Game 1 set for 2 p.m. and Game 2 scheduled for a 4 p.m. start. Then Saturday will wrap up the 3-game series with IUPUI in the afternoon. The entire series can be seen live on the Watch ESPN app.
Bowling traveled to Vanderbilt to close out their season this past weekend at the Columbia 300 Music City Classic. The team finished 3-2 on Friday, 3-2 on Saturday, and 2-1 on Sunday, placing 19th out of 32 total teams, beating multiple top 10 teams. We want to congratulate Coach Gillum and the team on a strong season, and we look forward to seeing their success in the fall.
Both men's and women's golf teams will be on the road this weekend. The women will be heading over to the Marietta College Pioneer Classic, while the men travel to Williamsburg, Virginia in the Kingsmill Intercollegiate. Both events will begin on Sunday, and good luck to both teams. Now, Christina, it's that time of the episode, that is, for the Penguin Play of the Week. Got anything?
I think I know what it is, and I think we were there to see it.
All right, let's roll it. Oh, hey, there I am again. I think we're going to try that again. Oh, there we go. Andrew Kendrick on Saturday is going to drill this one deep to left center field over the Bergstein, home run number 1 on the weekend.
He's got the power to take it out of the park anytime he wants to.
And we're going to see that raw power here in a second with a little slow motion as he celebrates with his teammates there. And there it is, gets the full extension, gets the barrel around, and just nothing you can do about that if you're the pitcher. But we're going to flash forward to Sunday. Andrew Kendrick is going to go yard again. Almost looks like a replay. Just a little change of jersey there. His second homer on the weekend.
Great home run, and I think we were there to see this one. I wasn't surprised by it one bit.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And you know that ball that they found on Mars a few days ago?
Yeah.
I think that may have been the first or second Andrew Kendrick home run ball.
I think that it was. I think you're right.
There's a very good chance.
I agree.
Well, that just about does it for all of us here on the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out YSUsports.com, and don't forget about social media. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook at Penguin Rundown 1. Real quick, we want to wish our very own Mike Yurstowski celebrated his 21st birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to you, Mike. For both of us from the Penguin Rundown, all of us actually, Christina Stanovich, Chris Colella, we'll see all of you back here next weekend.